Hello, everybody. Here we are, the 16th of December. It's
Jacob Day.
Jacob Day. Jacob is up. He got up a little early. He's playing with a clothes basket. You remember those days? I would, but they don't make clothes baskets that big anymore. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Mexico. And I broke down some of the money that the salaries that they make across Mexico in correlation to commissions like we've been doing. And it's striking how much we this could be an impact in people's lives. And the more I do this, I'm doing it for education for everyone, but it's educated me at the same time because I didn't realize what the difference in price and what people make. And it's not 100% accurate, but it's pretty close. Also, I'm going to give you a perspective from myself. And I was talking with Chris, he believes the same thing. Do you hear? I want everybody to listen right now very carefully.
And that's my hat.
Besides Jacob. He goes, yes, I am. Hear the silence? You know why? It's silent before the storm. I believe big things are coming. I know I've been saying that, but I believe the next time we hear from Mr. Mufareh, you better hold on to your socks because I think they're going to get blown off, all right? So I'm really happy. By the way, I want to say it one more time. He's in very good spirits. Now, is he slaying a dragon? Yes. But on the other hand, he's going, hey, how you guys doing? So he's good. I mean, he can handle many things at one time. And I want to give a shout out to the Mufareh family I believe in gratitude. I want to give a shout out to all of you, everyone that I've met in ONPASSIVE that gives 100%. And there's a lot of you, in my opinion. You give 100%. And when you start to realize that your 100% doesn't need to be the same as somebody else. A lot of you can do stuff I can't do. And that's okay. But that's what makes things go around, right? You don't have a toolbox with a bunch of screwdrivers on it. It's all different people. We're all different. We're good at all different things. So, Chris, you want to say hello before I go to Mexico?
Yeah. I want to yell out today to Bangladesh. I can do my stuff now or wait till after. What do you want me to do?
Go ahead.
Okay. Let me yell out to Bangladesh today. They're celebrating Victory Day. Big D. So, hi, Jacob. Hi, Jacob. It's okay.
Come up here and sit in.
As Jesus said, let the children come to me. I love it. Hi, buddy. Love your hair. You look like me in the morning. Great celebration in Bangladesh. I want to thank the Bangladesh ladies for coming out yesterday. That was a very big success. And it was a lot of fun. Appreciate them coming on. Let me do the birthdays real quick. Mohammed Chowdhury, happy birthday. I wish Jacob could speak now. Akilish Rahman, happy birthday. Wayne Myers, happy birthday, Wayne. B. Wasili David, happy birthday. Patricia Scheuer, I know you, happy birthday. Vicky France and Nick Vernier, happy birthday to you. Today's prayers, I want to just jump a few real quick here. And never quick, they're always in my heart. Robin and family, absolutely. Bob DeCoucy and his family, we're thankful Bob is back in action. He showed up yesterday. He asked me and Marty for a favor. And look at my hat. Woo! And we're going to give him that favor. You'll find out soon. Definitely pray for baby Cam going up and down with a lot of issues with medicine. Joyce and Melvin Hicks, keeping them in your prayers. Red and Jane's mothers, keeping them in your prayers. Chloe, absolutely keeping your prayers. And Julie for strength. Peter Rogers made an appearance to Bob DeCusi and Peter Rogers are both on Heroes yesterday. Made my whole day. He's got to go through a procedure. Looks like he's doing good. We're praying for him. David Switzer's got something going on with his leg. He had some tests done, and his brother has cancer. Prayers for them. My P&G family, sisters that are fighting cancer, all of P&G. All of P&G. I miss going to your webinars, guys. I really wish we can get something going if we had great internet. Ash MUFAREH definitely, and his wife and kids, his amazing tech team, his amazing lawyers, his whole organization, pray for, because I tell you what, I got a lot to be thankful for that guy. I don't care what you think or know. You better be thankful because it's coming. Marty definitely and his family. Little Jacob, you see, he's bouncing around like a brand new ball, and he's having a lot of fun, and we love it. Absolutely throw some prayers my way. I'm praying for anyone that passed away. A lot of people send me stuff for silent prayers. Our condolence go out to all of you, no matter who you are. I'm praying for you. I don't know everyone. A lot of times I get them after the live. I try to make notes, but we're praying for everyone. And I want to say today, Michael and Julie have switched their times to 10:30 because I'm not sure the situation, but 10:30 EST, I believe they're starting. Red, of course, is coming on 11, and everyone else that's going on. Keep doing what you're doing. Gratitude from myself and Marty for keeping the faith, keeping, as Marty says, the wind beneath Ash's wings. We're flying. I'll tell you a quick little story. You know how I love believing in prayer. About 4 years ago, I hired a contract company to do a fence in my yard. As you see, I've been getting one done. This gentleman had a massive heart attack. It was supposed to be done before my daughter's wedding. Nothing happened. I called him. He explained that the work's going to get done. I said, okay, it's all right, a couple more weeks. He then emailed me and said that his family said that he had a massive heart attack and he's got to shut the business down. I'm like, oh no. I had in turn given him a really big down payment to do this fence. And this is 3 or 4 years ago. And then I got a notice in the mail that he was filing bankruptcy. Of course, I was upset. I was a little angry because I'm like, well, there goes that money, And I actually texted the guy, I said, I'm not sure what's going on. I gave you money in good faith to do a job. You're going through this. I'm sorry about your heart attack. And he told me for 3 years, Chris, I'm sorry what happened. I promise you that I will pay you your money back. Anyone that I owed money. And you know what? For 3 years, I would text him, how you doing? I'd ask him how he was doing. He had sent me that he had a massive heart attack. His father and I think his brother both passed away. He was going through hard times. Lo and behold, 2 days ago, he sent me a text. Hey, Chris, I'm going to send you something in the mail. I'm not going to tell you how much he sent me, but he sent me a huge check with a beautiful Christmas card. Texted him right away, had a talk with him. I said, I did not expect this. I thought maybe he'd give me a couple $100. And I told him, I appreciate it. Your word is solid. I wish there were more people like you. And he said, you were the only one, Chris, that didn't get online and smash my business, smash my life because of what happened. He had no control over his health. That man stuck to his word. He's going to pay me full back. He gave me a big, as far as I'm concerned, that day was the best day I've seen in a long time because I'm like, it gave me faith back that human beings are still good no matter what they're going through. He said, Chris, I wish there were more people like you. And I'm not bragging by any means. And I said, I wish there were more people like you. He said, you were the only one that didn't bash me. And I said, well, I don't believe in kicking a man when he's down. And of course, I'm going to relate that to Ash MUFAREH. Many people, including founders, kicked him when he was down. Like this guy, Greg, he's got the faith like a mountain steel, like Ash MUFAREH. Sometimes you can kick people when they're down, but they rise higher. That's Ash MUFAREH. That's this Greg guy. I told him, he says, I'm trying to get back on my feet. Anything you need, I will help and help you to do what you need to succeed. By the way, prospect for me, for this gentleman to change his life when we get going here. That's how I look at life. Don't believe that it's nothing but hate in this world. They are good people all over this world, like Greg, like Ash MUFAREH. You just got to find them or let them find you. That was a calling from God as far as I'm concerned. My day lit up like a big, big light bulb when I seen this. And I couldn't believe it because technically I was angry, but I had my doubts. He doesn't have to pay it. He's went through the legal system. But man, sure enough, he kept to his word. So keep to your word. Keep to your word in the faith of this company. Never bash. Keep flying high and stay positive. Literally, keep praying, man. Prayers work. Marty, I'm going to hand this back to you. I seen the button come up. I love every one of you, and I love you, Marty DeGarmo.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we got a little bit of surprise, but I want to say something first. I'm going to bring on somebody that went through hell the last year and a half. Different things happened in his family, and he rose from the ashes from it and never wavered. He's one of my closest friends in this company, and he's a superstar. And one thing that's very, very important, he's not dead.
That was his favor. Chris, I'd like if you bring me on a show because people got the information confused. They think I'm dead. Oh, no. I remember first thing I said, I got to call Bob. We got to get him on here to let him know that he is alive and kicking. Bob, it's all you, brother.
Good morning, brothers. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, thank you so much for having me just to come in real quickly. Thank you, Brother Marty. Thank you, Brother Chris. As you can see, I'm fine. This is me, my arms, everything. I'm all good. I want to thank all the founders worldwide, for all the messages, all the calls, text messages. I'm telling you guys, it is unbelievable. So I want to say thank you for thinking of me and my family in the past week. But the past couple of years has been very rough for us, as Brother Marty alluded. It has been very rough for us. I mean, losing 4 close family members. I've spent the past maybe every few months burying a loved one. It takes a toll on you. That's just what happened to me. It takes a toll. I don't care how strong you are. It just beats you down. So what happened was on Monday, exactly 1 week ago, as you know, Brother Marty, my mother-in-law lives with us here. She was upstairs and she was in hospice. So on that Monday, she just gave up. She started struggling, and around 10 p.m. last night, she passed. So we spent the next day, Tuesday, running around, just doing the preliminary arrangements to get funeral home arrangements and things like that. Writing letters for visa, because 2 of our children are out of the country, so they have to come. So all those things. I also took Wednesday off to continue all that process. And at some point on Wednesday, I came down in my office here, to just look at my emails, see how I was going to approach my work tomorrow. But what I did was every day, I watch you guys, I follow, because you are my source of information, primary information, before I dig further. So if I don't catch you guys live, I follow after. So which I employ everybody to do the same. So when I went on that Wednesday, that night, I could hear Brother Chris telling the whole world about the passing of my mother-in-law. It made me feel so proud and so good being part of this global family that our founder, Mr. Ash, has built. Chris, I remember hearing Chris calling her name out, pronouncing it the right way, and telling the world how bereaved my family is. Brother Chris, you might not know, maybe you are just doing it, as a good man, out of compassion and everything, but it touches I can tell you from first-hand experience, it goes deep down in our soul and warms our heart and makes us feel like we matter, You are telling my family that we also see you, we hear you, we hear your pain. And I told the rest of my wife's family that that is what has happened. So when I listened to that, and then I started writing I started writing a message to you, Brother Chris. That's what happened. I took my phone, started writing to you, and then I started feeling this sudden palpitation, you know. My heart was beating and racing, and then I realized that it was not normal. So I picked my phone, ran upstairs, and I called Oliver Fonte. So you see the whole unpassive, how my life is just revolving around this global movement that our founder, Mr. Ash, has created. I called Oliver. Oliver did not pick up the phone, but I was just talking, but I struggled and I got upstairs to where my wife could hear me. I screamed for her. She came, she ran out, called 911. Then Oliver, I'm sure at some point he's going to play, because he's asking, he said a voicemail came up. At some point, I'm sure he's going to play the message that I left for him, how frantic I was for you guys to hear, you know. And then later on, I just realized that I was losing consciousness. But at that time, the ambulance was there. So they got me, gave me something, and I was fine. I went to the hospital. They got me there, and I spent the next couple of days. They did all kinds of tests. Fortunately, nothing happened to me. Fortunately, yes. So they did the test to check your enzymes. The enzymes that determines that you have a heart attack. It was negative. And then they ran all kinds of other tests, and then they finally did me what they call a catheterization, had some cardiovascular catheterization, where they insert something in my wrist here through my blood, my arteries, went through. They could see everything, all my arteries and my heart. So that's when they ruled that out, that I was fine. That's when they left us too, because the doctors themselves, they were baffled of what happened. That's when they said it is part. When I explained to them my situation, having lost my father-in-law in 2022, then 6 months later, my brother, 9 months later, my sister, another few months later, now my mother-in-law, you know, then they determined that yes, it's possible that it could be a stress-induced cardiovascular palpitation, you know. So and that was the story, you know. But I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy I came back. Everybody's excited. We're waiting. It's the holiday season, you know. I see the Christmas lights around everywhere in my neighborhood. Yeah, everybody it's a festive season. So I'm just glad to be back strong, kicking. In fact, I'm going to return to work this morning. After I leave here, I'm going to log into I'm not going into the office, but I'll just log in to check everything that's going on. So, you know, and I'll just move and just talk a little bit about our founder, Mr. Ash, if you permit me. You know, given my experience, given what I've been through, you know, I can just imagine what Ash is going through. You know, you can multiply my own stress by 100 times for Ash. You know, yet he's able to. I think he compartmentalized his brain. You know, deals with this, deals with this, deals with that, this with that. You know, so that makes me even have more respect for the guy, being able to handle the things that he's handling and being able to move us forward. So I thank you, Brother Chris and Marty, for always reminding us to pray for him, because those prayers, when we all collectively summon the higher power to come and protect our founder, Mr. Ash, the universe listens, guys. Trust me. The universe does listen and carries that truth for us. So we should continue praying for our founder, Mr. Ash, for the things that he's going through and what he's all the work that he's doing on our behalf. You know. So I'm just excited to be here to see you all, and I know that there are some better days ahead. You know, Mr. Ash has given us hope. He spent the past few years preparing us for this moment, and I know any moment from now, great things will happen. So I'll send it back to you, brother Marty and Chris. If there's any question you have for me, I'm glad to answer.
Beautiful. I do want to make a comment, Bob. I believe when they checked you and they found nothing, it was then that God healed you.
Yes.
No matter what happened, it was all so that you could give a testimony like you're doing right now.
Yes,
It
sir.
could have been real bad. It sounded real bad, but during the process, he let you know that he's still there. And that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Because the reason they're baffled is because God intervened. Because it didn't make sense not to find something. And
I
did.
believe so. Yeah.
Yep.
You know that brief moment when you're near death, right? My life flashed. I thought about every single one of you in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
My whole life flashed. In fact, I called on my late father. I said, Dad, please protect me. I have things to do. You know, my whole life flashed. I saw all of you in an instant.
Wow.
And I was like, I cannot go now. My wife would, the day that you meet her, she will tell you I ran out. Unfortunately, it was also cold. So I stood outside the ambulance. They were telling me I was breathing and opening my mouth. I was, and I was screaming for my dad up to come and save me.
Wow.
Because I knew that Ash MUFAREH is about to give me what I've always wanted in life and help me do that thing that I always wanted to do, which was also to uplift people.
Absolutely.
And the time is almost here, and I cannot go now. That's what I was saying. I cannot go now.
Not now. That's right.
Yeah, not now.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful, because you definitely scared everybody. Some people were so scared they thought you died.
Yes. And then, yes, the conflicting, Brother Chris had put a message about the passing of my mother-in-law. So people just pick one thing. They know somebody has died, and then they see Bob in the hospital. So they just
put it together.
And Bob put it together and say, oh, Bob is gone. Yeah, so we're getting to, so it's glad that I'm here to just make everybody know that I'm fine.
Absolutely. What a miracle to just come back from the life, Bob.
Yes.
Right on here, and you're going to go strong. So I appreciate you. I'm glad that we got to return this favor to you. You are doing an amazing job. You and the tech guys, unbelievable. Keep doing what you're doing. But please, I had to tell him yesterday, hold on, Bob. Don't get so excited. Stay calm. Your life matters. Your family matters. And make sure you take care of yourself and them first. Ash has got the rest, brother. We love you, man.
Yes, love you guys too.
And I believe you're right. We're about to be blown away. That's why it's so quiet right now. Quiet before the storm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you stay with us a couple minutes?
Yeah, sure. So I'm also going to say, everybody, all of us, we should also take care of ourselves, our health. Our health matters.
Absolutely.
So we should start, preparing ourselves, go do your exercise and all that, because you want to stay long to also enjoy what we're about to enjoy. So let's take care of our health too. Do your checkups, do your exercises, morning or evening routines. Make sure you know what your blood work is, your sugar levels and your high blood pressure levels and things like that. Because when you don't know those things, that's why you are caught by surprise.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, we're gonna go to Mexico.
That's a language Bob doesn't speak. He speaks everything else but Spanish.
Spanish, no.
And it's only a few minutes long.
I'm gonna.
Hello. A little bit of noise in the background. The kids are having a sleepover. Most of them live here. Anyway, we're going to Mexico. Income versus commissions. MXN stands for Mexican peso, so you know. So, what we've been doing is we're saying hypothetical numbers. Let's say the company has a $100 product and they pay 25% commission. That would be $25. So we're going to move down. Mexico has these states here listed on the left. I don't need to name them all, but you've heard of them, obviously. Big destination for a lot of people that travel and stuff like that. Anyway, Mexico, monthly salary, Mexico City will do, 19,260 pesos a month, which comes out to a monthly salary of 954 US dollars. Yearly, 231,120 pesos,
which is $11,448 US dollars. It would take, at a $25 commission, 38 sales to match that monthly salary. That's unbelievable. That's so cool. And $458 a year to match the yearly salary. So let me do as I always do. Let's bring in a calculator to show it. We don't have to do them all. So let's say 38 monthly commissions times $25 equals $950. There it is. We just go to the round number. So 38 sales would match your income in Mexico City if that's what you make. 38 sales. That's it. See, once again, I want you to wrap your head around this. We're all from different countries, but in this company, we're all global and we work together. So it's so powerful. I love it. And like I said, I believe the way it's designed, it will build from the bottom up, which is so cool. Now, we all make the same amount of money on a sale. If we own it, we can get commission on it. That I don't think has changed. Now, the numbers might change. There'll be many products, which is really cool. I mean, you could actually have 38 sales, which is 38 customers. They could buy 2 or 3 products as time goes on. So that just compounds the potential that you could actually make. So anyway, and if you do the 458, let me do that for a year, times $25 commission. That's $11,450 a year. There it is. Right there, rounded up. Unbelievable. And this is Mexico. These are all the states here, and you could go across and do the same thing. I like breaking it down so everybody in different countries can look at it real quick. And then you could, when the company, the chapter 2 comes and we have our rebirth here, and we go to the world and we have our first product, you can figure out what the commission is, and it'll be so cool. Anyway, sorry for the background noise, but like I said, they're having a sleepover. Anyway, thank you very much. I hope this helps, and we'll move on to another country tomorrow. Thank you.
You're muted, Marty. Marty, you're muted, buddy.
Like I said, that the company set it up, and I realized I learned so much as time goes on what Ash did and how he did it was, yeah, everybody gets paid the same. If you own it, you'll make a commission on it. But how powerful the commission is can change around the world. The same 25 or 250 or 2,500 is very powerful most of the places in the world. Look, 2,500 to me is life-changing. 250 helps, but 250 in Bangladesh, Africa, India, or other countries like that, it's life-changing. I heard it from Bob and the other tech guys and other people that have family in Africa. So we're about to see something really phenomenal. And like I said, yesterday, I believe it was, people say, oh, what would you do? I believe Collins came up, what would you do if there was no ONPASSIVE? I'd still be searching for it. I didn't know at the time I was looking for ONPASSIVE until you check off all the checks, right? Learn how to drive traffic, check. Learn how to do this, check. Learn how to do this, check. Then you get to the ugly realization that not everybody can do it. They don't have the time. They don't have the skill. And you go, wait a minute. So what are you telling me? This is only for a select few? Yes. ONPASSIVE makes that different. ONPASSIVE takes everybody from around the world. If you're in it, like most of us here are, we're now talking to the world because it's about to happen. We're about to open the door to everyone. And I'm telling you, there's people around the world by the millions, not only would love the family environment that Bob Takushi just talked about, when he was down and out, he had an army of people praying for him and his family, an army. And listen, I don't care if you believe. Somebody says, well, I don't believe. I don't care if you believe. It matters. It doesn't matter at all whether you believe in oxygen. Trust me, it's there. Take it and see what happens. Oh, I don't believe in that. It doesn't matter what you believe. It is what it is. Two rocks did not collide one day and make the world. It doesn't make sense. Who threw the freaking rock? Okay, somebody had to initiate it. So, but I'm very happy to be part of this. And anybody watching this, you look on the screen now from people in the United States. Bob's down in DC area, and he's got family in Africa. I would have never met these people, and I met thousands and thousands of people. And guess what? We have a lot in common. The main part we have in common is here, and that's beautiful. If you're out there right now, I don't care if you're in Louisiana or Ghana, if you're sitting alone looking at the ceiling and go, is this as good as it gets? I'm going to tell you right now, heck no. Heck no, it's not. And we're open for business for anyone, anywhere. And it's coming really, really soon. And I'm going to turn it over to my buddies here, and if they want to add anything.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. I'll speak from the African perspective. When you run those numbers for Africa, I think I was telling you behind the scenes, Brother Marty, I think the first level where they have is it 100 customers, which the numbers came up to, I think, 1,600 a month. That is more than the minister, there's the salary of a minister, like a secretary, So imagine ordinary citizens in a country beginning to make money. That's more, and that's just that's their first income per se. We know that the next one is going to be more because you're going to have more customers, so more commissions and more sales and more commissions. So you're looking at a system which is built to take ordinary citizens, like they say, and make them extraordinary citizens. And it goes all around. I just saw the Mexico numbers, 950 pesos. That's a lot of money in Mexico for someone, having few sales, 38 sales, and then you make that kind. I mean, I've been to Mexico, that is a lot of money for someone to have. So I think that the world is about to have a jolt. We're going to see lots of changes all around the world, everywhere, in all 220 countries that we are in. Back to you.
And you're right. And Bob, the one thing that we try to emphasize, and this is to everybody, people that worry, you don't need to be an expert in any field to do well in this business, to do very well. You don't need to be an IT guy. I know you see people, other people on screen, I need to be like him or her. No, you don't.
You don't.
No, you do not. The technology, the high technology was also engineered to keep it simple.
Simple. Yeah.
Yep. The simple is where the power is. It's not what we see. It's what a simple push of a button when Ash is done is a life-changing push. It's a life-changing button. You just click and it does so much more than the past. Like when I first got online, you had to build your own site or find somebody to do it. You had to host your own site or find, and all of it adds up. Money. No, nobody was out there helping you. You know why? Because it was dog eat dog. Everybody was trying to survive. That's the MLM world. Yeah. And the ones that do 1%, 1.5%, and everyone else feeds that fire. Everybody else carries the logs into the fire and get nothing. That's not the case in this company. It's not the case.
I like the way you explain when you talk about that golden toolbox. Yeah. I think that's the best way to put it to every single one that's out there. A system that is built, designed for you to succeed. So Mr. Ash MUFAREH has actually, he said, we all know him. He said, if you cannot count the world's best marketers, you know, those who have succeeded online in one hand, and Ash Mufareh is going to be one of them.
Yes.
So he has taken his own skills and he's cloning himself and replicating it to every single one. So all you need to do is come in, do the little that they ask you to do, and you are going to be a mini Ash Mufareh. That's what this is all about. You know, the founder takes all the education, the knowledge, his experience, almost more than 25-year experience in the industry, creates a system for you to succeed. So come on board, plug in, and just do what you need to do. The system does it for you. It's automated.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, like Bob said, he took all his talents and scaled it so that he can give you that, you that, and you that. And it's not diminished. You have the same so-called golden toolbox as everybody else.
Right.
You open a drawer, you need traffic, send me traffic. And I'm not talking about traffic where a bunch of dead names and dead emails. I'm talking about targeted traffic. You got that, and you got high quality products that are in high demand. You know how many products I sold that nobody wanted? You know how hard that is? Convincing somebody you need this, and they're going, no, I don't. And that's the hard one. But there's millions of people using a conferencing call, video conferencing, millions today. Since the pandemic, it's off the chart. There's millions of people using a page builder. There's millions of people using communication. And we're going to have all of that under one roof, one button, click, click, click. It's going to be powerful. Chris, it's all yours, man.
Hey, listen, I'm just happy Bob's here. I think y'all said we need to say today, stay excited. I agree with Marty. I have this, you know, you see my lights going on and off. You know what that is? There's a slow rumbling coming, and I need y'all to just be ready for it. And to my Spanish community, ¿Cómo estás? You're going to be saying, ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? And that means what's happening? What happened? And you're going to understand what happened. You're going to be happy. We're going to watch countries go crazy. We're going to see, listen, the first year we're going to be on a lot of webinars celebrating this company. I guarantee you that. We celebrated for the last 5 years of different countries, their cultures, but the celebration has not really begun yet.
No. That's right. And I want to tell you, when we launch to the world, everybody you see on the screen and hundreds and thousands that you don't see right now, we're all going to be making a welcome mat because we want people to come. I'm telling you, you're going to be able to go anywhere, find any nationality, any background, anything you want. You'll find somebody. Bob here, IT expert. Okay, IT expert, years. The OTech pros, over 100 years experience. Why would they be here? Because they see what it is and they're going, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So everyone's welcomed, and we're going to make sure that you have a place to come to and feel good about it, because it's about time we flip this world upside down. There's $460 trillion floating around the planet. Doesn't make any freaking sense that only 1-2% own it. Anyway, we got a big rake. We're about to rake some of that pile over to other people. Anyway, if nobody has anything else, I'll close it out. Bob, anything?
No, just wishing everyone happy holidays in advance, and let's all stay safe and just be hopeful.
Yes. And by the way, this Saturday, I believe OTech Pros are on, yeah?
Yes, we are on this Saturday.
And you don't want to miss that. It's one of the most popular shows in our company.
Yeah.
And then Sunday just wraps it up with Heroes.
Yeah.
So, but there's a lot of webinars. I get it. But I do have my favorites. There's nothing I can do about it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Anyway, we'll see you all. And thank you very much.
Love you, Bob DeCusi. Thank you, brother.
Love you guys
Bob
too.
DeCusi,
Bye, everybody.
You big monster, you. Okay.